you ever had one of those moments where something old sneaks up on you and takes you down? Where you know it's not really about the thing in front of you, but it still feels like a weight you can't shake? That happened to me last week, and what happened next surprised even me. I had one of the most intense self-healing experiences of my life, and I had to share it with you because you can do this too. No therapy, no substances, no rituals, just you. Here's what happened. I was going along feeling pretty good all in all when I got a letter in the mail from a certain family member. I don't want to name names, but it rhymes with bomb. Anyway, this letter was long and depressing, and even though I knew that it wasn't really about me, I couldn't shake the heavy feeling. I tried to sleep it off, but the next day I still felt like crap. As the days went on and I was still feeling down, I knew that I should make an appointment with my NET practitioner. Even though I am an NET practitioner, I can't do NET on myself. I can do FAST, which I've gone over in some of my videos and books, but even FAST didn't help me much with whatever I was dealing with. I finally made an appointment with my NET person, but I wouldn't be able to see her for another 2 weeks. The heavy feeling was messing with my focus and my work. So I sat down in meditation and asked for help and answers. By the way, sitting down in meditation just means sitting down quietly. You don't have to magically turn off your mind because that's impossible anyway. You just sit down in the quiet and see what happens. So when I sat down, I got the idea that I should go pick up that letter, hold it to my chest, and just explore the feelings that came up. Fine. So I went and picked it up and sat down on the end of my bed. I instinctively sat a little further back than I normally do and let my legs hang over the edge, not touching the ground. I closed my eyes and held the letter to my chest. What was I feeling? I just let the feeling wash over me and let my body relax and do whatever it wanted to do. Sometimes in this state, I notice that my head moves around or I might sway a little. As I was holding the letter, I felt my head start to go down and my body started to slowly curl over into a slump. I felt like I was shrinking. I'm a 52-year-old man, but I felt like I was shrinking, smaller and smaller into the shape of a little girl. I'm not sure how old this girl was, but she felt to be around 7 years old. So small, and the overwhelming feeling was shame. She felt small and ashamed, less than. A disappointment to her parents, especially to her mom. She felt alone, timid, and again, just so small and ashamed. The shape of the girl became solid black, like a silhouette, and then I noticed something happening at her feet. In my mind's eye, it looked like her feet were starting to disappear, like ashes blowing away in the wind. I just watched and kept breathing, trying to stay present with the feeling. I watched as her feet and ankles disappeared, and then her legs, her hips, torso, arms, and as the silhouette of her head blew away, I could feel my own body starting to get bigger. I could feel my posture starting to straighten up again, and when it straightened up fully, suddenly I wasn't small anymore. I was expanding, past 6 feet to 7 feet tall, then 8, 12. It felt like I was 20 feet tall, made of pure light. I felt free. I felt powerful. And then the light faded and I was back, sitting on my bed, holding the piece of paper. I explored the texture of the paper with my hands and I kept thinking, it's just paper. I opened my eyes and I could see the writing on the paper, but again, there was no emotional charge to it. It just looked like paper, and it just felt like paper. I went over and put it into the recycling bin, and that was that. It felt like I had just had one of the most powerful emotional release healing sessions of my life. And it was just me, sitting on the edge of my bed, totally sober on a Monday night. Looking back, I can see that I used the 3 main ingredients that are a part of most mind-body healing methods. There was the element of feeling the feeling, like really feeling the feeling, deep breathing, and engaging the body. In this case, I allowed my body to go into the timid and shameful posture of the wounded little girl. And as the energy changed, I allowed my body to move into the new posture of the healed adult. That's all you need. So give it a try. If there's something small like a letter, a picture, an object that holds a negative emotion for you that's hard to shake, Give this approach a try. Just find a quiet, private space, sit down, close your eyes, and just sit there and hold the object to your chest, breathe, and pay attention to how it makes you feel. Feel the feeling and let your body do whatever it wants to do, whether it's make a noise, move into a position, just quietly follow your body's cues. Keep breathing and just observe whatever happens without judgment. Keep it up for as long as you feel like you're still engaged with the process and see what happens. You'll know when it's over, and that's it. You don't need training, tools, or even a plan. This experience reminded me that healing is always available. We don't have to chase it or force it. We just have to create space for it. If you try this yourself, I'd love to hear what happens for you.